Going back YouTube, man. We got another reaction video right here, man. We gotta knock this out. Got this Fern, man. That's what Fern talking about.
Welcome to Action Park,
Insane water park that
the
killed six
world's
people.
wildest amusement park, and probably the deadliest. Guests
Turn
regularly
it
get
up a
launched
little
off
bit.
rides. They dislocate their shoulders and lose their
Oh,
teeth,
that's
or
crazy.
even their fingers. They break their noses, get electrocuted, and wade in snake infested waters.
So what?
There's more
Hey,
beer for
gotta get it.
sale than there is ice cream. Guests regularly dare each other to attempt things they probably
What's the
wouldn't while
truck?
sober. Often, they come close to drowning. On a normal day, the pool's lifeguards have to rescue up to 30 people. Every year, hundreds or more are seriously injured. Emergency services see up to 10 park related incidents per day. The nearby hospital
Related
gets so
incidents per day.
overwhelmed
30
that
people
the
a day
park
is
has to buy
crazy.
them extra ambulances. The park's unwritten motto: no risk, no fun. Safety protocols are basically non existent. The staff is mostly in their teens and often intoxicated. And people love it. The park has over 10,000 visitors per day,
A lot
around
of
a
people.
million annually. Over the park's 18-year run, 6 people never made it home alive.
Damn.
Action Park also sported some of the wildest, most poorly designed amusement park rides the world has ever seen. Behind it all
I ain't
was a
never heard this.
ruthless park owner who would stop at nothing. A con artist who flouted rules, laws, and the most basic safety measures. So, what were the park's most dangerous attractions? How did so many visitors end up injured or dead? And if there were so many scandals, how did the park keep running for nearly 2 decades?
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Skip all this,
A
man.
bit. We know change can feel weird at first, but please give Don a shot. He's really good. And with that, back to you,
Oh,
Don.
Everyone on the stock exchange and is acquainted with the likes of Donald Trump. Rumor
huh?
has it he knows people in the mob, too. On Wall Street, Gene starts a securities company and hires his old
Boy,
friend,
Gene.
the financier Robert Brennan. In 1973, the Securities and Exchange Commission shuts down their company for stock manipulation and securities fraud. Their reputation is ruined, and they need a new venture. Gene pours money into a struggling ski resort in Vernon Valley, New Jersey, a prime
This
location less
was New
than
Jersey.
60 miles from New York City. He sees its potential to grow into a tourist hotspot: resorts, clubs, casinos, and malls, the Las Vegas of the East Coast. At the heart of it all, an amusement park unlike anything the world has ever seen. Gene begins transforming the ski resort. Never mind his lack of experience in running or designing theme parks, he makes up for it in audacity and vision. And his buddy and former business partner Rob keeps the cash flowing.
So we got Rob and
Soon,
Gene.
Action Park is ready to launch.
Call Action
Here's an
Park. I never
overview of
heard this before.
Action
Shot.
Park in its heyday. It has 3 main parts: Alpine Land,
Alpine Land,
Waterpark,
Water
and
Park,
Motor World.
Motor World.
For
Okay.
teens in the tri state area, braving the rides is a rite
So
of
this is like the
passage. That
1980s,
includes the
90s,
park's most
70s type
notorious
deal.
ones. And according to former employees interviewed in the documentary Class Action Park,
Should look
many
fine
of
to
these
me.
rides weren't even designed by actual engineers. Some were designed by Gene himself, others by unqualified amateurs.
What?
But that doesn't
Designed
worry
by
guests like
amateurs, bro. They don't know how
15-year-old
to
Derek
do
here.
stuff. Oh, cool.
We'll follow him as he takes on some of
They ain't
Action
taking the
Park's
right
key
costume
attractions
skills.
in order of escalating risk. Right now, he's 2 beers into his day, waiting in line for Battle Action Tanks. On paper, Battle Action Tanks is basically bumper cars. In
Okay.
practice, it's more like
That's
Wimbledon meets
that
one of the
seemed fun
hairier
right there. But I
battles of
was
the
a kid, I
Vietnam
for
War.
sure would have wanted to do that.
Riders climb into
Bumper
camouflaged
cars in a
four-wheelers
tank. Come on
protected
now.
by chicken wire cages.
Oh
Each
yeah.
is powered by a motor controlled with a joystick and
You can
decked
shoot
out
something out
with a
of it too,
working
right?
cannon.
Oh
The
yeah. I
goal
would
is
have
to
loved
fire
that
tennis
at
balls
about
at
like
other
8,
tanks.
9 years, 10 years
Around the
old.
arena,
What? I would hop right
spectators
in there.
man cannons of their
Nigga,
own.
I'll go hop in it
If they
right
hit a
now
tank
at 20,
directly,
nigga.
it blasts into a tailspin. This is Derek's first ride, just a warm-up. The tennis balls are fired at an insanely fast 160 kilometers per hour,
Yeah, you get hit
and
with one of them,
employees
that's
have to
in
run
the
onto the
face.
battlefield to
GG's.
collect stray balls.
GG's.
Many riders love taking this opportunity to target them. If
Oh,
anyone
that's
scores a
messed up.
direct hit to an employee's groin, the crowd goes wild.
Ooh, we you.
Gene loves watching
That's
this
gonna for
gladiatorial
sure hurt
combat.
right there. You get hit in
He's
the
often
stomach with
found
that
soaking up the
160
battle
miles per
violence from the
hour.
sidelines.
Oh
It's also
no.
where he likes to assign his chronically late employees as a punishment. According to Class Action Park, many of the staff aren't trained professionals.
They're not.
They're
Yeah, I mean they're
teenagers,
not though.
some as young as 14.
That's normally at
That's on
most
brand
amusement
for
parks. They
Action
ain't
Park,
no
where
professionals
ignoring
to be like
rules is part of
teenagers.
the park's identity. Plus, teenagers are cheap labor. They don't
Yeah.
ask questions and are
Just-
often happy to test Gene's newest death-defying inventions.
Yeah, he's
Some
using these
even
niggas as
affectionately call him
puppies.
Uncle Gene. In the 80s, amusement parks in the US are a pretty unregulated industry, and Uncle Gene loves to exploit a good loophole.
See, back
For
in the 80s,
instance,
I wouldn't
he
trust
claims he isn't
amusement
running
parks and
amusement
stuff
park
like that.
rides,
But in
but
2026, I
sporting
would. I
attractions.
feel like
So
back
he
then
doesn't
they didn't have
need official
technology, so they
permits.
didn't know how to
And
fix
for
the
a lot,
rides and shit. I
the
feel
state
like
of New
there's a lot of
Jersey doesn't
malfunctions
really
back then.
intervene.
Now,
All they
the
want to
days are
know
still
is that the
happening,
rides
but
are
it's like
insured and,
that's
quote,
just probably like a
currently not
what
on
2,
fire.
3% chance that
So the
happened.
park shifts nearly all
Back then, this was
responsibility
probably like a
onto
40%,
its visitors.
30% chance.
For instance, when it comes to go-karts. This is the Super Go-Kart. It's gas-powered and designed for racing,
Oh
but
yeah,
more commonly used
that's
for
me right
crashing.
there.
There are 20 in total. They may look small, but watch your neck. They
That's me right
accelerate
there,
like a
chat.
spooked horse. They're known to cause
I like this
whiplash
type of stuff.
and broken bones.
None of the
They're
bros can
supposed
beat
to
me in
max
this.
out at 32 kilometers an hour, but sometimes the staff likes to override the speed controls, enabling the carts to reach more than 80 kilometers an hour. The really daring ones
What?
take a special souped-up model. Some employees even take these mini racers for after-work spins on the
Okay,
nearby
okay.
state highway.
On the
Derek
state
jumps into the
highway.
Super
Oh
Go-Kart.
nah,
It's
that's
pretty
not
fun
illegal.
zipping around until he sees a lady losing control. She hurtles off track and smashes through a fence, then through another fence,
Uh-oh.
and then she
A
collides
lot
with
of
a
property
tree.
damage. Uh-oh.
Finally,
GG's.
one of the employees hits the kill switch.
GG's.
Derek needs a break and stumbles into the big white festival tent right next to the circuit. He's only 15, but he has no trouble whatsoever getting his hands on a beer. Maybe it helps him muster
A
up the
beer at
courage for
15
the
years
next
old, bro.
attraction.
See what I'm saying, man? Come on, man. This is not supposed to be happening. How's niggas drinking beers at 15 years old? This is crazy.
Paid for your time.
Oklahoma! 55's right! Washington included!
This is the Speedboat Lagoon. Visitors hop inside speedboats with a small plastic frame and a very powerful engine. They're designed for open water, but crammed into a small, man-made lagoon. Looks chill. If only. Everyone knows it's full of snakes, gas from leaky boat motors,
The water
and
full of
dead fish.
snakes. Oh nah,
Derek
dead
quickly
fish.
realizes no
Clean
one's here
up.
to pilot the boats. They're here to crash them.
What?
He's just about to climb in
This
when
nigga YN in the
another boat
70s.
smashes into the side of his. It knocks the
Ooh.
wind out of him, and he topples out of the boat straight into the murky lagoon. The water is
I hope there's no
greasy.
alligators in there.
Is that motor oil?
Oh nah, you don't be sick.
Disgusted, he
Hospital.
fishes himself out. As he does, something slithers across his thigh.
Uh-oh.
He chooses to not think about it.
Better get out of that water.
Somehow, Action Park rides make it through mandatory state inspections. Since
How?
amusement park regulation is so new, inspectors don't always know what they're looking for. State law requires that Gene take out liability insurance, or what might be considered dangerous. But Gene doesn't believe in insurance.
Oh
Too
yeah, he's an
expensive,
idiot.
Too much bureaucracy. He'd
People
need
like
to
this
insure
chat, they didn't know
accident
everything,
prone
bro. You don't
Action
know
Park
everything. You gotta
for at
have
least $2
insurance, bro.
million
What is wrong
a
with
year,
you, man?
with premiums rising every time something goes wrong. So he simply starts his own insurance company, London and World Insurance, headquartered in the Cayman Islands.
Dude, the
That
clown,
allows
man.
him
This
to
Gene
produce
dude.
fake insurance documents while paying premiums to himself.
Fake insurance.
and
Oh my
using the
god.
company
He only
to
care
launder
about money.
But while Gene may have been a visionary when it came to chaos and ruthless money-making, he definitely had room for improvement when it came to taste. Today, your walls can actually look good with Displate. Displates are
Come on, man.
high-quality metal posters. They're bold, durable, and super easy to mount. You just stick a magnet to your wall inside the
Come on,
oven.
bro.
The outer sphere is
Trying to
covered in
finesse me
office
with
chair
them
wheels.
acts. I'm
The inner
cool.
one is mounted on ball bearings, so it can spin independently of the outer shell,
Yeah, I'm not getting
keeping
on
the
no
seat
ride like
upright.
this. This crazy.
Attached to the seat is a race car style harness. The Bailey ball wasn't designed by an engineer, but by a janitor who long dreamed of breaking into the theme park business. Gene loves it. The Bailey ball is supposed to roll down a homemade, zigzagging track, 182 meters of glued PVC pipes.
Okay.
This is the test pilot, Frank,
I'm
a
not
regular
doing this.
employee that Gene convinced to do the job by slipping him $100.
Oh,
The
I would do
idea
this
is
for
that
$100
Frank will
too,
roll
though.
down the hill,
As
sitting
young, like
upright,
16,
and
17.
come
Oh
to a
yeah.
gentle stop at the bottom of the mountain. Here's the
15,
state
14,
safety
50,
inspector,
$100 for
sent to
testing
rubber
ride. Oh
stamp the
yeah, I'm
ride.
testing that ride.
As long as it doesn't scream instant death, the Bailey ball will be cleared for use by the public. Frank is strapped in a ball, ready to launch. For the first few meters, it's all going according to plan.
That shit
Frank's
better
rolling
go
smoothly
tumbling out the
and he's
tracks,
still
man.
upright. But nobody accounted for the laws of thermodynamics. The problem with
It's
PVC in the
obviously
hot
not gonna
sun
stay in
is
there.
that
It's
it
common sense.
expands rapidly. The plastic
Uh-oh.
track that was supposed to give the ball direction has bulged and warped.
Bro, they should
Frank
test
doesn't even
this
make it
out
through
but
the first switchback.
without
It
somebody in
hurtles
it
off the
first,
track
bro.
and
Come
starts
on,
rolling
man.
down the hill, rapidly gaining
Common
speed.
sense.
The
You gotta make
safety
sure it can
inspector
at
can
least
only
stay on
watch,
that track.
frozen in horror. The ball hurtles down the hill and flies off park grounds.
Uh-oh.
It's now headed for the road.
Oh my god, you only
Cars honk and
smacked.
screech to a halt. Somehow, the ball avoids any collisions and eventually, it crashes into a pond.
I hope you can
Frank
swim.
emerges, dazed and sputtering, with blood on his shirt, but alive.
Okay,
The
you at least
inspector
both
does
good.
not grant Gene approval for the Bailey ball, but plenty of other rides do end up going live. By the mid-70s, Action Park boasts about 50
Well, this place need to
attractions.
be shut down, man.
Around 1 million people visit the park every year. It's a genuine boost for the local economy. At the time, even Donald Trump considers investing in Action Park. But
In the
apparently the
70s,
concept is too crazy.
I be
even
forgetting
for
that
him. The
Trump
park's
had
ads
money
run
way back then,
non-stop
but I
on New
be
York
forgetting.
television, luring in city kids eager to blow off some steam. Some do it by flying through the air on a Tarzan swing.
Okay.
Imagine you're holding 6 meters of rope. The pool beneath you is 4.5 meters deep.
I'll do this
The
right here. This
Tarzan
was
swing
fun.
may look like a simple rope swing, but later on, it'll be one of the first rides the state shuts down for good. Braving this swing is a rite of passage.
That water look a
Mess
little
this up with a
green,
belly
though.
flop,
I don't know
and you'll
about that.
never live it down. Derek isn't worried. He's a great swimmer. He grabs the rope, swings far out over the pool, and lets go. The second he hits the pool, everything shuts down.
What happened?
He's just plunged from 35 degrees Celsius air into bone-chilling 10 degrees Celsius water. The spring-fed water is so cold, he forgets how to swim.
Why is the
flails,
water so cold?
Stunned. A smirking lifeguard hauls him out and slaps a wristband on him. Scrawls across it are the letters CFS, shorthand for can't fucking swim. Later, he'll learn that the cold water was such a shock to one swimmer's system that he went into cardiac arrest and died.
Damn, what the fuck?
Cases like this
I didn't even know
should
that
be
could
covered
happen.
by Gene's liability insurance. But London and World Assurance, the company allegedly backing Action Park, doesn't really exist. In 1984,
This nigga got
the
fake
authorities
insurance so he
charge
can
him
get
with
all the
stealing.
money on that pay on
He
my
pleads guilty to fraud and is slapped with $300,000 in fines and 3 years
Ooh, wee.
probation.
Ooh,
He's
wee.
also ordered to sell the park.
Ooh, wee. Boy,
According
business
to Class
over.
Action Park, Gene doesn't have the slightest intention of doing that. So far, he's been renting part of the property from the state of New Jersey. To provoke officials, he reportedly stops paying his bills and ignores their letters.
Oh yeah,
After
you
some
getting
back
shut
and
down.
forth, New Jersey agrees to sell him the land for a steal, allegedly just to get him off their backs. Gene wins and goes on to further expand his park.
But what?
This
This
might be the
lady's
single
scamming.
most ludicrous ride in Action Park. Gene himself designed it on a cocktail napkin. It's a ride to be endured, not enjoyed. It's called the Cannonball Loop. The
Cool,
idea
fun.
is simple.
I like
A
water
water
slide.
slide about 5 stories tall with a 360-degree loop at the end. But the park keeps
How?
having to tweak the design, since
How
the
is it
crash
gonna
test
loop, though?
dummies it uses for testing tend to emerge
Get
headless.
stuck. Oh, headless. Oh,
If your
nah,
child
bro.
plays
This is not
Roblox,
safe, bro.
listen up. You
This
can
ride
have
is
fines
not
of up to
safe, bro.
$300,000 or more.
Oh, no.
Derek watches the guy in front of him enter first. A few
Don't
seconds
get on
later,
that ride,
he's
though.
spit out into the pool. Head first, but alive.
Head first,
Good enough for
you should
Derek.
not go out head
The
first, bro.
lifeguards hose him down. Friction is the
It's
enemy
like
here.
that because the loop is at the
Momentum is
end, bro.
everything.
It should be like in the
This
middle.
isn't just about fun.
You can't
You
control
can't
yourself.
afford
It just
to
shoots
lose
you
any
out.
speed, or he might not make it through the loop. Derek's heard the horror stories. Guests who dropped straight down inside the slide and
Yeah.
slammed face first into the fiberglass,
He don't care.
finally
He
emerging
still
into the
want to do
landing
it.
area bloodied and toothless.
Damn.
And the guests who followed them, who emerged covered in cuts and bruises caused by other people's teeth still embedded in the slide.
Ooh-wee.
Derek's getting cold feet, but he can't back down now.
Shit,
Not
me,
after the
yeah, you
Tarzan
can.
swing
I
incident.
back down.
He shoots into darkness.
He can.
It's
It's
fast.
ego, man.
Brutal.
Couldn't let his ego
And
get
then
too
he
fit to
hits the
something.
loop. He crawls out dazed, bleeding from the elbow.
Oh,
But at least he's alive.
you
The
good, John.
authorities only require Gene to report serious injuries. But according to Class Action Park, that leaves it up to him to decide what serious means. No one knows how many people have actually been hurt at Action Park over the years. When victims or their families sue the park, Gene almost always refuses to settle. Instead, he drags them to court, knowing that trials are often expensive, tedious,
And they don't got
emotionally
the money
exhausting.
for it.
Many families aren't willing to go through that.
This is why
Gene
this
reportedly
evil,
wins
man.
the vast majority of these cases. On the rare occasions he loses, he stalls on making any payments to the victims, sometimes until law enforcement orders him to. US
Terrible
Marshals
person.
allegedly come knocking on his door at least twice. This is the Alpine Slide. It's an 820-meter-long concrete track winding down the mountain, which riders descend on small plastic sleds equipped with a handbrake. At first glance, it looks like good, clean fun. It's marketed as safe for grandparents and infants. But
That
in
do look
reality,
fun.
the Alpine Slide will rack up more injuries and lawsuits than any other ride in the park. The sleds have
Yeah,
two
definitely
speeds,
dangerous. though.
painfully slow, or what employees call death awaits. Riders switch between these two states with a simple handbrake, if that brake happens to work.
Oh,
The
nah.
concrete course makes for a rough landing, especially for guests wearing
Flying
only
off
swimsuits.
that shit.
Derek rides the ski lift up the mountain. Teenagers overhead are spitting on riders and throwing sleds, trying to
What?
hit any unlucky riders below.
Oh, that's
At
crazy.
the top, he climbs onto a janky plastic sled. There are no helmets, of course, just pictures of nasty scrapes to warn you not to
You
go
gotta
too
have a
fast.
helmet on this, dude.
It's basically like
It's just
riding a
not safe.
skateboard down a long, steep
That
mountain.
thing going like at least
Halfway down, he realizes
20
he's
miles per hour,
coming
you
up on a
go
mother and
flying.
her young child, fast. He's zooming along at nearly 50 kilometers an hour. He brakes hard on a sharp turn that shoots him off the sled.
Uh-oh.
He flies through the air
GG's.
and lands hard.
Oh, Jesus.
He's mostly fine, just road rash.
Bro,
a
he went
battle
through
scar he
all
can show off
these
later.
fast stuff.
Not everyone will be so lucky.
You don't
In
know how in these
1980,
rides.
the
After all
Alpine
his
Slide
bad
claims
experience,
Action
like 3
Park's
times, but
first
you don't know
love.
how to stop riding these rides.
19-year-old George Larson is hurled off his sled and slams his head against a rock.
That nigga look like he
Allegedly,
25.
this rock had already been flagged for removal, but
Uh-oh.
Gene and his team ignored it. That sounds straightforward. The park is to blame for Larson's death. But
Oh,
Action
God.
Park argues
Only
it
a
wasn't
car
the
from
slide that
Larson.
killed Larson. It was the rock. So technically, the ride itself is safe. According to Larson's family, the press has fed a version claiming George rode the slide at night in the rain. But the accident actually happened during normal operating hours and in good weather.
Oh.
The case never goes to court. Action Park quietly settles with the family for $100,000.
I didn't
The
know
Alpine
money.
Slide stays open. The deadliest ride in the park might not be what you'd expect, and that might have been what made it so dangerous. Not the souped-up go-karts, not the
Wave
deadly
pools?
water slide. No,
I
the
didn't
attraction
expect
that
that to
killed
be
the most
dangerous.
people was
Not to me.
the wave pool, also known as the grave pool. It may
Unless you
look
can't
harmless,
swim.
inviting even, but this is no kiddie pool. It's a
Nah,
massive
definitely
pool that
not
can
for
hold about
kids, though.
1,000 guests. It's about 30 meters wide and 76 meters long. Giant pressure chambers generate artificial waves up to 1 meter tall. They also produce a strong riptide.
Kids shouldn't be
The
in
deep
there.
end reaches 2.4 meters. Derek doesn't know all this. The water sparkles, music plays, the pool almost looks relaxing. He wades in, and is immediately sucked under by the current. He
Wow.
surfaces, gasping, to find hundreds of people thrashing around near him. It feels like an artificial ocean, so a lot of people expect salt water, but they're wrong. The
Clover.
pool is filled with fresh water, so it's less
Oh,
buoyant.
I said
and
Clover.
easier
I
to
didn't
sink
Clover.
in, and half of the people in it
That's
are
fresh
drunk.
water.
A guy near
Being
Derek is
drunk in
floating
here,
around.
GG's.
Derek sees one lifeguard dive in for a save, then another. Behind him, someone is pulled out on a stretcher. They're the second one today. The pool is deceptive, even for strong swimmers. The waves come on unexpectedly, and panicked swimmers often clog the exits.
That's why you be in the middle and not out at the front.
Cross-trained lifeguards are stationed at the pool at all times. But because the pool is so densely packed and the water so murky, it isn't always easy to tell when someone is drowning. Throughout the 80s, 3 people drowned in the wave pool: a 15-year-old boy and 2 young men aged 18 and 20.
18
In
and
the
20
end,
can't swim,
6
bro.
people
What are you
died at
doing?
Action Park. 3 in the wave pool, 1 in the alpine slide, and 1 in the Tarzan swing. The 6th victim was an unlucky kayaker who capsized, stepped on a live underwater wire, and was fatally electrocuted.
Ah, that's sad, man. That's sad. That's sad. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that's sad.
With that many injuries and deaths, the park should have been shut down long ago.
Yeah.
So why did
It's
it stay
still open?
open for so long?
Still open right now?
Over the years, families, journalists, and authorities repeatedly put pressure on Action Park, but Gene somehow always managed to dodge any form of responsibility. According to Class Action Park, rumor had it friends in high places were looking out for him. Gene
Oh.
had close ties with local business leaders
Yeah.
and politicians.
That makes
Action
sense.
Park was a major employer in the area,
That makes sense.
and Rob, Gene's generous money man, was always just a phone call away.
Oh, yeah, you're
Whenever he was
building that
under
probably.
attack, Gene fought back, sometimes with sketchy methods. One journalist alleges that
Do
when Gene was
anything, you
faced
got
with
money.
criticism, he retaliated, phoning her boss and ultimately getting her fired.
Ooh.
And when a man Gene owed money wanted to claim it, Gene reportedly threatened to hire a Russian hitman to kill him and his family.
Oh, my
Gene
God.
went on like
This
this
nigga
for
dangerous.
years, dodging his responsibilities and delaying settlement payments. He embodied the Reaganomics spirit of the 80s, minimal government intervention, and a belief that deregulation was the key to
It's gonna work
innovation.
in 2026, man. You don't
But
get
that
one of these
changed in
YNs
the
that money,
90s.
man. With Swiss cheese,
Lawsuits
that
kept
nigga.
piling up, earning the park its nickname, Class Action Park. Attendance started dropping. By 1996, mounting legal battles, medical bills, and safety mandates finally caught up with Gene. Action Park shut down. Millions of dollars in debt.
1996.
Gene went on to complain he had lost more money on the park than he ever made.
So
Since
far.
then, the park has repeatedly changed hands and names. Today, it's just a water park, with some of the old attractions still in place. But Action Park itself is history. Gene Mulvihill died in 2012. Obituaries hail him as a visionary entrepreneur.
Boy,
A
that's
politician
done
from New
12.
Jersey said his mother had given him the perfect name, Gene, like the true genius he always was.
No, man, child. How you feel about that? I feel like Buddy was low key tripping though, man. Oh, but mid video, man.